Hey Shining Light family, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today, beautiful people? Before we get this video started, I would like for you to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video so that this story can get some awareness to it. I stumbled across this story when I was doing some research, and before we get started on this story, I want to first say, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for you all. Romans 1:8. Also need to put in my copyright disclaimer, because if I don't say my copyright disclaimer, since I'm showing you this picture from the Washington Post, I don't want my video to get copyrighted. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Today, I want to talk about an 11-year-old charged with child abuse and the death of a 1-year-old she was left to care for. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this topic to begin with? And why was this 1-year-old left with another child? It's not hard to take your damn kids with you when you're going somewhere. I mean, what errand was so damn important that you couldn't load your 1-year-old up and take them with you? I mean, I have a 12-year-old son and I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I could never leave my 4-year-old alone, let alone my 12-year-old babysit my 4-year-old. I take my daughter everywhere I go. And I believe some laws in some states you have to be 12 to 13 years old to leave your children at home by themselves anyway. So first of all, before we get into this story, I just want to say that my prayers go out to this family. This little boy's name was Paxton Davis. And I want to share with you some of the things that his family said. I'm sorry. This video that I wanted to show you guys, it's, you can't hear it. The sound is very low. So I'm just going to read this story to you guys while this video is loading as well. This happened back in February, I believe, February 23rd. An 11-year-old girl has been charged with first-degree child abuse resulting in death after she allegedly assaulted a 1-year-old she was left to care for, police said. Prince George's County Police are not naming the girl who was arrested because she is charged as a juvenile. But they said the victim was Paxton Davis of 19th Street in Southeast Washington. The girl charged is being held at a juvenile detention facility, police said. The mother of the boy had left him in the care of adult members of the 11-year-old's family at their Suitland home on Pearl Drive on February 23rd, police said. The family was friendly with Paxton's family, and he had been to the home before, police said. So, what instantly popped in my mind when I read that statement, that the family was friendly with Paxton's family, and he had been to the home before. Had that little girl done anything to him then too? You know, on any of the times that he had came to the house? I'm wondering. Or first time. He spent the night, and this is in parentheses, supervised correctly, close parentheses, with adults in the home, said Major Brian Riley, commander of the Criminal Investigation Division of the Prince George's Police. The next morning, the girl's mother left the house to run an errand and left Paxton alone in the care of her young daughter, Riley said. That is when the assault occurred, police said. It was an innocent, friendly agreement to watch the child that obviously turned absolutely tragic, Riley said. Relatives of the 11-year-old returned home and found Paxton injured and called 911. He was rushed to the Children's National Medical Center in the district. County police detectives responded to the hospital around 3:25 p.m. on Sunday for a report of an injured baby. The baby was suffering from severe upper body trauma and died Thursday from the injuries, police said. The 11-year-old girl has admitted to assaulting the boy during that period, but police declined to say whether a weapon was used. I don't know what motive there would be in a situation like this for an 11-year-old to assault a 1-year-old, Riley said. There's no words. There's no reason for this to take place. Citing the ongoing probe, Riley would not say how long the 11-year-old was left alone with Paxton, other than it was very brief. Riley said veteran detectives with Prince George's do not recall anyone as young as the suspect being charged out of the homicide unit with such a serious offense. We're really trying to deal with a very unique situation involving a juvenile, Riley said. Now, the law in Maryland for children to stay at home, it says here, in Maryland, children must be at least 13 years old to babysit another child without an adult. Again, they have to be 13 years old to babysit another child without an adult present. Riley said the 11-year-old had not taken care of Paxton previously. So see, this little girl knew nothing about this 1-year-old, and the mom just left him there at home. The baby was in her care, and the mother left the baby there in her care, and she just up and left the baby in the care of an 11-year-old that had not taken care of this child before. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me. Excuse my language. This story just, it pisses me off. It really does. The mother should be charged for child neglect. I'm sorry. The mother of the 11-year-old should be charged with child neglect too and child endangerment. I'm sorry. In November, a 10-year-old Wisconsin girl was charged as an adult in the killing of an infant. See, now, why was this 10-year-old charged? Well, I guess because it's a different state. She was charged as an adult, and the 11-year-old in Maryland was charged as a juvenile. But anyway, in November, a 10-year-old Wisconsin girl was charged as an adult in the killing of an infant, according to a report from the Associated Press. The girl was a foster child living at home that also served as a daycare. The girl dropped a baby who was at the daycare and stomped on the crying child's head, the AP report said. Now, that daycare also needs to be charged with neglect and child endangerment. What in the hell business does that 10-year-old have with even picking up the baby. First of all. Second of all, where was the adults at in that situation? Was she unsupervised as well and left alone with that infant? I mean, the parents here in these situations, they need to take some parenting classes or get their asses thrown in jail right along with the damn kid so they can learn better. If you know better, you do better. In 2010, an 11-year-old girl in Georgia was charged with murder after a 2-year-old in her care died, according to local news reports. The child charged in that case was the daughter of a co-worker with whom the victim's mother had entrusted her toddler, news reports said. Again, do not let children babysit children. I get it if you're a single parent like myself and you can't afford childcare, I get it. But to leave them home with someone who can barely fix them a bowl of cereal, how can you entrust something like that with your toddler or your newborn or your infant? We have to really do better as parents out here. We need to stop bringing our children around just random people that we barely know or barely been dating and leaving them with them and expecting them, and trusting them so easily. Because I'm here to tell you right now, everything that's going on in the world, I don't want to date. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want nobody run around my children. I want to be single and happy and have my children in my life for as long as I can. Because it's hard to trust folks these days, especially around your kids. And there are some men and some women that will prey on you just to get next to your kids. And it's sick. People like that deserve to burn in hell. They deserve to rot in hell. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I mean, we have to do better as parents. And if if someone we know or our daughter or our son had a baby at a young age, we need to teach them the best that we can teach them. And also, too, if these girls are going to have any type of babysitting going on, they need to take classes. They need to become registered. They need to become certified. I believe that needs to be put in place. Let's say, a 15-year-old wants to start babysitting to make money on their own. That 15-year-old needs to go to a class. That 15-year-old needs to get certified. That 15-year-old needs to also get certified in CPR, first aid, infant, and child care. That's just what it is. Even some of these grown-ass parents need to take these kind of classes. I mean, I'm just being realistic here. It's very sick how these people are preying on our children, wanting to kill them for whatever reason. Some they get a kick out of. Some they're doing it for the organs. And some, there's a new thing that they got going on, which is, kind of made me side-eye that movie It, where they scared these children and get their adrenaline going and kill them and take that adrenaline gland or whatever it is, which I'm going to have to do more research on. So don't quote me on that because it's not all the way facts. I just skimmed through that and heard it from, a couple of YouTube channels. Shout out to my brother Killuminati. He's another one that talks about stuff like this as well. And they do that. These people will take that adrenaline gland and they will take it and sell it on the black market for people to use, and they call it the fountain of youth. And these A-list celebrities are the main ones that are buying the shit, so they can, appear to be young and youthful all the time. And that's why, I said I have to side eye that movie It, because that movie, to me, that's what that movie targets. Scaring these little kids and targeting them and killing them. Just enough to get their adrenaline going. There's some sickos out here, like I said, that just do it for the fun of it. Don't do it for no reason at all. Just to, get their fix on that. But America really needs to wake up. The end of time is near. It really is. And I want to bring awareness. And I wish people would take me more serious. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm working overnights and coming home and taking my kids to school and coming home and doing my research and finding things to share on YouTube with people so that we can wake up and pay attention to what's going on around us. Protect our babies. Protect your children by any means necessary. Because that's who they're coming for now these days. The devil is at work, and the devil loves an idle playground. He loves an idle mind. He loves a jealous heart. He loves preying on the weak. In the story that I read yesterday, these people love to prey on the impoverished, and they have select communities that they, target. If you live in a rundown neighborhood, that's who they target. People that they think people just don't give a care about. Oh, this person, I'm going to kill this person. Ain't nobody going to care if they're missing or alive. And that's sad that people think like that, because they don't know. And at the end of the day, we never know what somebody else is going through. So we need to give people the benefit of doubt and just stop assuming. And we also need to quit giving our trust out so easily to these men and these women that are preying on our children, that are jealous of our children, who want our children out of the way for whatever reason, so that they can have more of the attention. It's like they're a child themselves. They have a childlike mentality, and that ain't cool. You can't compete with a child. And sad to say, these sorry women and these sorry men allow it to happen. There's also another story that I want to share with you guys and show you exactly what I mean by allowing it to happen. And it's sick. But somebody's got to spread awareness, and I need y'all to help me spread awareness by sharing this video, by commenting, and letting me know that you received my message, that you heard me, that you understand. It's not that hard, please. Also, if you don't mind donating to my channel to help me grow and to become even better, to share these stories and get this awareness out, I gotta stop trapping off this phone, first of all. I need better equipment. Just saying. My PayPal link will be in the description box below. Please share this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section down below. Tell me what you think about this story. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. And if you know these people, share your thoughts and opinions or whatever facts that was missed from the news. Let's talk about it. I'll meet you down in the comment section below. And before we leave, I want to end on this note. I thank my God through Jesus Christ for you all. Romans 1:8. Everybody have a blessed day.